In the command line client, we don't have to change or switch to a particular mode. It is targeted mainly at SQL commands. And so all we need to do is to first enter with our password. Is the right password, and if it is correct, then to point straight to this environment for us. And we can go straight forward and also write our queries, databases, and we see whatever the result is. So whatever we did in the shell, we can also do here. So I can use a particular database. Here I would point rather to retail reg, DB reg, and here it indicates the database changed. I can see if I have any tables also over here to the show tables. Here I have these tables also showing. So in our previous example, we decided to describe, say, the product table. We can describe customer here. I have the details of a customer nicely showing. We can also write our select statement, select star from category. If we have any data in there, it will also show. So here we have some data that is also available here. We have 4 records in all, and showing 4 rows in set. The amount of time was just 0.00 seconds. It could be have milliseconds also over there. If you want to know how the table is described, we can also go ahead and do so through the disk. So from what we see, we notice that it is described differently from our previous one. Here we have cat code, cat name. Previously we saw cat underscore ID, cat category description or category disk. So 2 databases don't need to have the same names for the same table. It depends on what you choose to describe them as. However, whatever name that you use should be consistent so that whatever database that you're working in, you will know which one to be able to manipulate and with what. So here, assuming I have select star from, again, category, but this time around I'm pointing to the database name retail DB reg dot. The dot operator means I'm referring to some object within the database category. This will show. Again, let me try and see if we can refer from here to another database and its category, even if I'm not pointing to use it. If it allows, then we'll see some output. So notice that in here, I'm able to retrieve nicely. Let me see if I can also do same for 24. That's retail DB 24. If there is any table there by that name. If there isn't, notice that it will report to that. So it depends on it. It depends on if the database exists. So these 2 tables, category, one is in retail DB reg and the other is in retail DB, and those are the databases, which means that we can be able to work with multiple databases in the same statement or query in the same environment, depending on if the object exists, and then we can carry out with whichever instructions that we want. We can perform a union operation and the like, and we can also perform joins where necessary and have all records nicely in there for us. So we'll switch from this interface as well and then try from the command line and go to the workbench. We can have the ability to manipulate using the mouse and other issues that will be good enough for executing or writing our queries.